Good evening. Thanks for joining me this Friday. I'm Muhammad Ahmad Hamdan and these are tonight's top stories. Nearly 85,000 road users will be blacklisted by JPJ. Cameron Highlands voters urge not to vote for a party with no future. And police looking for Jolo's parents and two other individuals. We begin this bulletin this evening with this story. Police are in the midst of tracking down 4 individuals, including the parents of fugitive financier Low Taek Jo or Jolo, to assist in investigations into One Malaysia Development Berhad 1MDB. The 2 other individuals are believed to be Low's close associate and a Singaporean fashion designer.
Inspector General of Police Tan Sri Muhammad Fuzi Harun today released the names of the 4 wanted individuals along with their pictures and last known addresses. The 4 are wanted to assist in investigations over the 1MDB financial scandal in relation to money laundering offences. Among the names were Jolo's father, 66-year-old Tan Sri Loh Hok Peng, and mother, Goh Gek Ew, also aged 66. Their last known addresses were stated to be at Tanjung Bunga Park in Penang. 40-year-old Tan Kim Lung, said to be Loh's close friend with a last known address of Taman Pusat Kepong in Kuala Lumpur, was listed as well. Police are also looking for Singaporean designer Shabnam Narendas Daswani, popularly known as Natasha Mirpuri, with a given address at Parkstone Road in Singapore. The 55-year-old Mirpuri was previously claimed in 2015 by Sarawak Report to be Datin Sri Rosmah Mansur's shopping guru.
Police have foiled an attempt to smuggle cigarettes and alcohol of various brands worth 13.7 million ringgit following 4 separate raids conducted in Batu Pahat and Johor Bahru in Johor on Wednesday. Bukit Aman's Internal Security and Public Order Department Deputy Director Dato' Zainal Abidin Kasim said 4 men believed to be members of the syndicate were also arrested during the operation.
Daripada serbuan yang telah dilancarkan tersebut, sebanyak 1,499 kotak rokok berbagai jenama dan 596 kotak minuman keras berbagai jenama dirampas di keempat tempat ini, dan turut dirampas adalah 8 buah kenderaan motor lori. Rokok haram ini saja bernilai hampir 12,291,000. Arak bernilai 1,430,000 dan 8 motor lori yang dirampas adalah bernilai lebih kurang 680,000. Keseluruhan rampasan bernilai 14,402,000.
Initial investigation found that the illicit goods were smuggled from a neighboring country through a cargo container for the local market. The syndicate is believed to have been operating for 4 years with distribution networks around the country. Those arrested have been remanded between 4 and 7 days to assist in investigations under the Customs Act. In Selangor, police have arrested a man in Kampung Delek Klang for impersonating a senior police officer and for sexual assault. Authorities said the suspect in his 40s was nabbed last Wednesday while he was in a police uniform with the rank of superintendent. It was understood that the suspect had also demanded 5,000 ringgit from a woman to help release her husband from detention.
Permohonan reman di hadapan Magistrate Kelang pada semalam 24 bulan 1 dan suspek dibenarkan ditahan reman selama 4 hari sehingga 27 bulan 1 2019. Dan kes ini disiasat yang pertama sekali di bawah Seksyen 384 dan 170 Kanun Perseksaan iaitu hukuman bagi pemerasan. Barang siapa melakukan pemerasan adalah dihukum dengan pemenjaraan selama tempoh yang boleh sampai 10 tahun atau dengan denda atau dengan sebat atau dengan mana-mana dua daripada hukuman itu.
They also seized several police equipment and accessories like uniform, bulletproof vest, PDRM authority card and electronic gadgets. Further checks revealed that the suspect has 14 past criminal records, including cheating, extortion and impersonating as a policeman. With the arrest, police believe they managed to solve at least 8 cases of police impersonation and sexual assault. Now, nearly 85,000 traffic offenders may face being blacklisted by the Road Transport Department JPJ if they fail to settle their summonses under the Automated Awareness Safety System (AWAS) since September 1st last year. According to the department, over 95,000 summonses have been issued as of December last year, since the system was taken over by a private company.
JPJ Director General Datuk Sri Shaharuddin Khalid said only 11.4% of the total, or 10,876 summonses, have been paid so far, while more than 39,000 traffic offenders have been blacklisted.
Selepas tempoh 60 hari, semua saman-saman yang tidak dibayar ini, yang ada 84,000 ni sekarang ni, sehingga ke hari ini, kita akan bawa ke mahkamah. Di mahkamah kita akan pastikan bahawa dia akan ada pendakwaan di mahkamah, dan sekiranya tidak hadir, kita akan pastikan dia akan di-apply kita akan mohon waran tangkap. Jadi pesalah trafik ditangkap. Jadi ini masalah nanti, dan seterusnya di masa yang sama juga apabila kita apply waran tangkap tu, kita akan apply mahkamah untuk mengeluarkan, kita akan memblacklist ataupun pendarah hitamkan.
He was met after officiating a JPJ station at the Gunung Semanggol southbound rest area in Bagansarai, Perak. To date, a total of 45 AWAS, formerly known as Automated Enforcement System (AES) cameras, have been installed nationwide.
Now, 4 men, including the younger brother of a politician with a Datuk title, have been charged with the murder of a businessman over a dispute involving a Bitcoin investment early this year. No plea was recorded from the accused, aged between 27 and 37, when the charge was read at the Kajang Magistrates Court. Tariq Hussein Akhtar Hussein, Mashar Ahmad, Saiful Anwar Shari and Muhammad Shafirul Hazlan Zainal were jointly charged under Section 302 of the Penal Code, which provides a mandatory death sentence. They were accused of murdering 42-year-old Haris Morunting at a house in Bandar Sri Putra, Hulu Langat in Selangor between 4:40 p.m. on January 2nd and 11:25 a.m. the following day. The victim's body was later found at the lobby of a private hospital in Jalan Ampang, Kuala Lumpur. The court set February 26 for mention. Former Felda Chairman Tan Sri Muhammad Isa Abdul Samad, who is facing a criminal breach of trust, CBT and corruption charges today, applied for the return of his impounded passport to perform the Umrah. Tan Sri Muhammad Isa, who planned to perform the pilgrimage next month, submitted the application through his lawyer, Rida Abda Subri, before Kuala Lumpur Sessions Court Judge Azura Abbas when the case came up for mention today. Azura, however, chided the lawyer for the delay in submitting the application, as it would disrupt the proceeding for other cases. The court then set January 31st to hear the application and February 26th for mention of the case and submission of documents. On December 14th last year, Tan Sri Muhammad Isa claimed trial to the CBT charge and 9 counts of corruption involving more than 3 million ringgit in connection with a hotel purchase by Felda Investment Corporation in Kuching, Sarawak. He was released on an 80,000 ringgit bail. And now on to the Cameron Highlands by-election. On the eve of polling day, Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad called on voters in Cameron Highlands to vote out Barisan Nasional BN tomorrow. The Prime Minister, who is also Pakatan Harapan PH chairman, claimed that even UMNO members had rejected the party. Tun Dr. Mahathir was at Dataran Sungai Koyan in Cameron Highlands to help campaigning for PH candidate in the by-election.
UMNO dah tak ada dah. Yang ada ni parti berjengah. Orang UMNO sendiri pun dah tolak UMNO dan saya yakin UMNO tak ada masa depan lagi. Jadi buat apa kita nak pilih satu orang, apa dia boleh buat? Ialah dia orang asli, kita juga layan orang asli. Tapi ini nak tipu orang asli, ambil orang asli jadi calon. Itu nak tipu lah tu. Bukan sayang kepada orang asli, sayang pada jawatan.
The Premier also said the decision is now in the hands of the voters in Cameron Highlands if they want to see change and hope for a better future in the constituency. He said the locals can look forward to a better future if they vote for PH, as the federal government has the capability to assist the people. Commenting on the by-election, Tun Dr. Mahathir pointed out that PH respects the law by not using the government assets during the campaigning period. Citing an example, the Premier said he himself rented a private helicopter to visit Sungai Koyan and did not use the government's aircraft.
Kalau pakai helikopter kerajaan, salah lah. SC kata salah. Jadi kita tak mau buat yang salah. Kita ikut aturan-peraturan undang-undang negara. Kita hormati.
The Cameron Highlands by-election is a four-cornered contest between DAP's M. Manogaran, Ramli Muhammad Noor of Barisan Nasional, and two independents, former Aminuddin Baki Institute lecturer Salihuddin Abdul Talib and farmer Wong Seng Yi.
Meanwhile, Tun Dr. Mahathir also said former Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib Razak's campaign for BN in the Cameron Highlands by-election is only aimed at getting sympathy for himself. The Premier stated his predecessor's move was just an attempt to regain the people's support and create a false perception that he is innocent despite facing a slew of court charges.
Yalah, dia cari simpati orang. Dia guna kena naya. Tapi dulu masa dia jadi Perdana Menteri, belum charge apa-apa pakai baju kuning, pakai baju oren. Apa nama Syafi'i Abdal. Tak belum charge apa-apa dah kena pakai. Orang lain semua kena pakai, tapi kita bagi kelonggaran kepada dia. Dia dah beberapa bulan dah kena charge. Bebas macam tu. Cerita macam-macam. Nak cari sokongan. Fikir tengoklah. Orang jenis ni boleh percaya ke tak? Dia curi duit. Dia tak boleh napi, dia curi duit.
Tun Mahathir pointed this out when he was asked to comment on Datuk Seri Najib being crowned as the king of trolls on social media, which he used to criticize PH. The Prime Minister told reporters when met after performing Friday prayers at the Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Mosque in Lipis, Pahang.
A total of 811 election workers will be on duty tomorrow for the Cameron Highlands by-election. Election Commission EC Chairman Azhar Azizan Harun said there would be 29 voting centres and 86 polling streams.
Kita menjaga 70%, mensasarkan 70% peratusan mengundi. Saya ingin menasihati semua pengundi, bukan di situ saja, untuk keluar mengundi secara lebih awal, dan adalah juga menjadi tugas parti-parti politik yang berkenaan atau calon-calon untuk meminta penyokong-penyokong mereka keluar lebih awal.
He added the EC has conducted checks on all the equipment such as ballot boxes and the indelible ink for use on polling day tomorrow to ensure everything went smoothly. He was speaking to reporters after a visit to the ballot box inspection centre at Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan SMK Sultan Ahmad Shah today. He further said that the official results for the Cameron Highlands by-election is expected to be announced by 10 p.m. tomorrow. The by-election is a four-cornered contest among M. Manogaran of Pakatan Harapan PH, Ramli Muhammad Noor of Barisan Nasional BN, and 2 independents, former Aminuddin Baki Institute lecturer Salihuddin Abdul Talib and farmer Wong Seng Yi. It is being held after the election court on November 30th last year annulled the victory of Datuk C. Sivaraj of the BN in the 14th general election due to vote buying. Moving on, the Malaysian Armed Forces ATM has conducted a study on the potential threats posed by the 5th generation 5G wireless technology. Its Chief General Tan Sri Zulkifli Zainal Abidin said the outcome of the study will be handed over to the government soon.
According to General Tan Sri Zulkifli, among the areas that need to be looked at is whether the new technology is capable of creating cyber and digital security threats to the country, including those involving confidential information. He added Malaysia should not make a hasty decision in adopting new technologies before studying the pros and cons within the local context. On Tuesday, Council of Eminent Persons Chairman Tun Daim Zainuddin said Malaysia has good reason to fear the exponential rise of China's 5G technology. He said there were concerns that the technology would be abused by illegitimate parties to steal important information and encroach Malaysia's digital sovereignty. Last Saturday, Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad said in London that Malaysia would study to find out the details of Huawei's 5G infrastructure amid growing fears of cyber espionage among the Western countries.
Now, Malaysia and Singapore have agreed to shorten the extension of the Instrument Landing System ILS suspension to March 31st. This after Singapore accepted Malaysia's counter-proposal on the matter today. Earlier, Transport Minister Anthony Loke said Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad mooted March 31st instead of the lengthier May 31st, as proposed by his Singapore counterpart Khaw Boon Wan during their one-on-one meeting with each other last Wednesday.
Beliau mencadangkan supaya tempoh kita menggantungkan ILS dan juga menggantungkan restricted area itu dilanjutkan ke 31 Mei. 31 Mei. Beliau cadangkan. Saya kata saya akan bawa kembali cadangan itu, dan cadangan itu saya telah pun laporkan kepada Kabinet pada hari Khamis semalam. Tetapi Yang Amat Perdana Menteri mengatakan bahawa mungkin tempoh itu sedikit panjang dan meminta supaya kita pendekkan tempoh itu. Jadi pagi tadi saya telah menghubungi Pesuruhjaya Tinggi Singapura di Kuala Lumpur untuk counter propose supaya kita tempoh itu kita tetapkan pada 31 Mac.
In a Facebook post following Wednesday's meeting, Khaw said he proposed the extension of ILS's suspension along with Malaysia's suspension of the restricted area over southern Johor's airspace so that both sides had more time to discuss the matter. The issue arose in December last year when Malaysia protested Singapore's intent to implement the ILS as it would have subjected nearby Pasir Gudang to height restrictions and thereby affecting its development. After the break, video of fake boarding school bully gets major spotlight. Details next. You're back with 7Edition. Now let's head over to our clickbait segment for what's trending and making rounds in the cyber world today. Recently, a tweet went viral showing a video of what seems to be a senior ragging a junior, forcing the latter to carry his belongings to his room. After it went viral with almost 500,000 views, he then claims the video was just a joke and that they were friends. So what's the truth? Here's the tea.
What's up, gang?
The clip apparently blew up so big that even Malaysian artist and entrepreneur Caprice chipped in his 2 cents about the incident. After realizing that the video had gone viral, the bully in the video defended himself in an Insta story by saying the boy was his friend. He even claimed to have planned the entire incident, indicating that the ragging was just staged. This angered many netizens, with one saying his parents sent him to school to study, not to be a servant. Another pointed out that he'd give the person a taste of his own joke if he ever tries to pull one as such on his younger sibling. Apart from that, he stated that he would go live on Instagram to explain the whole situation. Even the victim in the video backed up the bully in an Insta story to assure netizens that it was really just a joke. Currently, netizens are raining hate on the alleged bully, tagging authorities, urging them to take action on the boy.
And now updated as of 7 p.m, here are the top trending topics and searches on the internet today. British luxury car maker Rolls-Royce has brought the new Cullinan SUV for the Malaysian market. It is the brand's first ever all-terrain SUV to cater for the royals and affluent individuals that want not just comfort and luxury, but also high performance. However, Rizwan takes a closer look at the new ride.
The latest family member of Rolls-Royce Cullinan comes with a 6.75-litre twin-turbo V12 engine that gets 563 horsepower and 850 Newton-power of torque. It means that Rolls-Royce used the same engine to the Phantom. And what's more interesting, it also shares the SUV's aluminium-intensive platform. Named after the largest rough diamond ever discovered, the first thing you will notice when you set your eyes on the Cullinan are its four doors, which open and close like a traditional coach. A rear tailgate automatically opens in two sections with the touch of the key fob button, while massive 22-inch rims also flank each of its four corners. The two individual rear seats are separated by a fixed rear center console, which contains drinks cabinet with Rolls-Royce glasses decanter at the front and refrigerator in the rear. However, the rear passenger compartment is where all the prime acreage is, with a choice of two seating configurations, namely lounge seats or individual seats. The Cullinan also comes loaded with tech features, including active cruise control, collision warning, as well as night vision and vision assist.
So we are including the younger generation into the target market, and the reason being is that I think our product is becoming more relevant to the younger generation, the more affluent, social individuals, active individuals, also family-oriented individuals.
The price of the luxury SUV starts from 1.8 million ringgit before tax, depending on customer specifications. Rizwan for 7 Edition.